welcome back to the Connect, the Football Connect. I am your host Sam, and we are back again with another video. So we are talking about Manchester City and what Dan Mills was saying, the former Leeds player who was giving his unfair verdict according to the Manchester City Messi deal. He was saying whatever he thought about the deal. At the same time, we're talking about what Gini Ronaldo said in the press conference when he was asked about the move away to Barcelona. At the same time, we are covering some new news that have been developing on Thiago Alcantara, then other transfer news in terms of Liverpool youngsters going somewhere or what, and even whatever that is happening, just a transfer roundup. We're just gonna do a collection and talk about Kai Havertz, who will be joining Chelsea now. It has been confirmed. It's not yet officially confirmed, but it has been confirmed that there's a deal that has actually taken place. So these are just some of the transfer news we'll be covering. At the same time, we'll be looking at other players that are being linked with the United rather than Thiago. And I want to talk about the link between the United and Thiago Alcantara, what is happening, because there is some development in that story. I saw it back then, but I didn't take it seriously, but it came back again, so now I have to actually cover a little bit about it so that I explain exactly what is happening. But before we go anywhere, guys, the best thing you can help this channel is by clicking the like button and clicking the subscribe button. We actually grow from that, guys. We actually grow. And also you can check it out. It used to be called Africa Football Connect, but it's now called the Football Connect. You can check it out on Facebook. It's a group that we created where we talk about football transfers and whatever that is happening. And also you can check out on my Twitter. I have a Twitter account, guys. It's called Sam. You can just go see it. There's a lot of information that I put about football each and every time. In fact, when this video is finished, I'm gonna be posting it there as well, which is I'm hoping that you guys do as well. Can you share this video to all your social media platforms, guys, so that you help to develop this community and this family? And I was talking about a football game that I wanna watch today, because today it's the international. So I wanna do maybe watch along with you guys, and I wanna hear which football team or which game you want to watch. And I was looking at, I'll see which one will be streamed live. I'm talking about the German versus Spain game. Also there is Wales versus Finland. I know the Wales versus Finland game is going to be live. I want to see how Gareth Bale will perform, because he hasn't been on form and he hasn't been playing since the lockdown continued. So I want to find out more how the players are coping and whatever that will be happening. At the same time, I want to watch the biggest game of today, which is German versus Spain. So the German versus Spain, I haven't confirmed yet about it, but whenever I get the confirmation, that will be my first preference. So guys, I hope you join me later on the what we'll be doing when we'll be doing the watch along, as we'll be watching German versus Spain, or maybe Wales versus Finland. You just have to wait and see, guys, but we'll work on it. Hello, Mr. Mobin, how are you, say? So today we have some development on Gini Ronaldo. So what happened is this: Gini was asked when he was on the press conference today for the Netherlands. He was asked, where do you see yourself going? What can you say about the rumors going to Barcelona? And he said, they're just rumors. And they just stopped. They're just rumors. So what does this mean? Does this mean that the player is staying with us, or does it mean he's going? We are yet to find out. We'll get your comments. Let me hear your comments. What are you expecting from this as well? Please don't forget to click like button and subscribe to this channel. It helps the page a lot. I want to see whatever you think about the transfer and the links that we are being linked with. It helps us to understand what is happening next. But let me get in the transfers as well. So the first news is coming is that they're saying that Manchester City, yeah, you know Manchester City, right? They're being told that with the money that they have, that they want to spend on Lionel Messi, which is reportedly 700 million euro, which they want to spend only to get one 33-year-old man. Like I always repeat that, a 33-year-old man. They're being told by Danny Mills, a former Leeds player. He's saying this: why can't you at least go in the transfer market, look for the likes of Lewandowski, Kylian, Mbappe, Van Dijk, the type of players who plays like those players, than to go spend all your money on one player who you're not even sure that you can win the Champions League with? Do you think Manchester City can win the Champions League with Messi? Well, we're here to find out. So that's what he was saying. It was actually an interesting thing, and so was a report, so I had to cover it a little bit so that I make a little bit fun of this, because I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this, because how could the team would be thinking of spending a lot of money Or you are saying maybe. What do you mean exactly? Explain what you are saying, Mr. Mobin. I want to hear exactly what you are saying, because how could they say they want to spend that much of or that amount of money for just a single player? It doesn't actually make sense. I don't even get it. I don't understand what is happening with them. But we'll keep you updated with any development on that situation. At the same time, I will do read out some little stuff for later if you are interested in me reading what is going to be happening. But also the other information we have is this. The Swansea manager. Remember, Swansea was the team that Ryan Brewster was on loan last season, right? You are saying that if they have Aguero, Silva, and Messi, then they might win. Champions League. Manchester City are cursed with the Champions League. I don't think that they can win. Okay, Messi brings something different because Messi is one amazing player in terms of assists. We have seen that, and he has proven it time and time again at Barcelona. But that's what I'm saying here. He was at Barcelona. Premier League, it's a different animal of a league. It's a different animal of a league. You all know it, and I all know this. It's not going to be easy. He's going to struggle at Fulham, I'm telling you. He's going to struggle to play at Fulham. And at the same time in the Champions League, I don't think that there's any team right now that respects Messi when it comes to the Champions League. Since their last performance at Barcelona, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Maybe Guardiola has a plan. Remember, the man always tries to wake up with some weird plans, so we have to wait and see. But also, there was a thing that I was hearing as well. Remember, Manchester City are not going to be able to pay the whole full amount, 700 million. So Barcelona were saying that they want to get some players out of this if that is to be happening. They want to get our players out of this transfer deal of Lionel Messi. They're thinking that maybe they can get Bernardo Silva, at the same time they get Gabriel Jesus. Now look at this. Imagine Manchester City are losing a 21 or 22-year-old player in Gabriel Jesus and also a 23 or 24-year-old player in Bernardo Silva. If they lose those players for one man who's just going to play for 3 seasons, don't you think that that's going to kind of like destroy or whatever their plans they're planning to do or whatever they're putting as their official plans for the next season? Don't you think that this will destroy? Because I don't see them going anywhere with all the transfer news that they're saying they want to do. But we'll wait and see. I want to see the developments of this. I actually agree with what this guy was saying, that Manchester City cannot be spending that amount of money on one player. They can get a lot of players who are actually cheaper and who are playing very better for a less amount. In fact, if they go get, they can't get him as well, Jadon Sancho, because he came away from them, so that cannot happen. But if they can get maybe a Haaland, for Christ's sake, Haaland is a goal machine. Imagine if they put Haaland, that youngster there, in front, maybe partnering him with Aguero. That could be something, rather than going to spend that amount of money to one player. It's going to be interesting. I'll have to keep a closer look on it, guys, and I'll tell you all the developments of whatever that will be happening. But I want to also hear your thoughts. Now let's move on to Liverpool. I don't like talking about Manchester City. I'm actually interested in talking about Liverpool. So like I was saying, I don't know if you can see my screen. Let me try to make you see what I'm doing here on my screen. So like I was saying, Gini Wijnaldum was speaking today in the Netherlands where they're preparing for the game against Poland. I think they're playing Poland tomorrow evening. So he was asked a question. I don't even know why people like to do this. Oh, is it that maybe the public or maybe the journalists are the ones who request the type of player that they want to ask a question in a team? I thought maybe they were going to put a Virgil van Dijk so that they don't put him on spotlight like what they did here, but that's what happened. So let me tell you the questions. What he said, Gini Wijnaldum, when he was asked questions. Gini Wijnaldum refused to entertain questions about his future on Thursday. So Thursday, which is today, of course. So he said he refused to entertain the future. The Liverpool midfielder is out of contract next summer and continues to be linked with the move to Barcelona in this window. Wijnaldum is an admirer of Barcelona boss Ronald Koeman, having played under him for Netherlands before he quit for the Camp Nou job last month. He was at press conference about Barcelona interest while international duty. He was given a little way. He just said this is what he said. He said it's just rumors. I have nothing to say about it. Was it all? Was all he would say. That's all he said. Like I just told you, he said those are just rumors. That's what he believes. He's just saying that these are just rumors. I can't be saying a lot because it might mess up whatever he's trying to build with the club and stuff like that. But that's what Gini Ronaldo said, guys. That his link from Liverpool to wherever he's supposed to go, they're just rumors. He doesn't want us to concern himself. He's just here to focus on the game he'll be playing today. So, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I discovered something new that we didn't know from last season and from this season. Gini Ronaldo, unlike most people are thinking, him not signing a contract for the past year, it's not because he wants to leave the Liverpool. No, he just wants to be given at least a little amount. Then he wants to be given some amount he feels like he deserves. At the same time, he wants to be given at least a lifeline of contract, which allows him to be there in the club for such a long time. You don't understand what I'm saying. Let me explain what I'm saying. Gini Ronaldo, he said, what was said was that Liverpool are saying to Gini Ronaldo, we can give you the amount you're asking for, but we are going to give you a contract of at least 2 years or 3 years. That's what Liverpool are arranging themselves in giving Ronaldo, a 2 years or 3 years contract. That's all that they're saying they are giving him. So I came to think of him like, he is the reason why we won the Champions League, isn't he? Him and Origi, they scored the double score goals against Barcelona when we were at Anfield, and we found ourselves in the Champions League final. Remember the game against Barcelona? He came as a substitute and he scored 2 goals in a matter of about 10 minutes or 7 minutes. So in a way, or in this manner, he deserves to get something from Liverpool, which gives him the, what can I say, which gives him an understanding that he actually has more time in the club and is going to spend more time in the club than what they're saying they're going to give him. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I feel like they had to give him more of a contract than what they are offering. But Liverpool were like, I feel like your legs are coming to an end, so we are going to give you a smaller contract. So that's why Gini Ronaldo has not signed a contract with Liverpool, and he has been eating more time just hoping that these guys, they, by God's chance, change their mind. Now Ronald Koeman is coming in. Ronald Koeman wants to rebuild the new Barcelona, and he has worked with Gini Ronaldo, and Gini Ronaldo has performed very, very, very well under the boss at Netherlands, and he knows how to use him. More than even what Klopp knows how to use Ronaldo. Sorry for saying this, but I have seen that the position that Klopp is putting Gini Ronaldo and what is the position he plays under Ronald Koeman, it seems like he performs better under Ronald Koeman. Is it because maybe the players that he's playing with at the Netherlands gave him more time to actually shine? Or is it because under Ronald Koeman he actually plays better? I don't know I want to hear from your thoughts. I want to hear what you think. So that's the situation we have. Do you want Gini Ronaldo to leave? Put it in the comments. Put it down there in the comments. Do you want Gini Ronaldo to leave Liverpool? And if you want him to leave Liverpool, give me the reason why you want him to leave. Because I don't want to leave him. He has actually done enough for the club. He has been a great servant for Liverpool. The unsung hero for Liverpool. He has worked so hard for the club for us to be where we are. So I feel like we cannot be chasing him that way. We have to give him at least a chance, and we allow him to show his best and give him the time that he thinks that he deserves so that he can shine for the club. That's my take in this situation. That's my take, and I'll never change on that. I feel like Liverpool needs to give him the 4-year contract, and they try to give him the money that they agreed that they would give. Then we see what could happen after that. But rather than that, if they're not willing to do that, then I don't blame the player for going. I don't blame the player for going. I don't at all blame the player for going. So that's the situation, guys. It still bothers me, but that's okay. But also, let's now talk about the replacement. So today, the news that I heard it from another source. I'm not able to show the source, but I'll try to find the information for you. later on, maybe on the German game. I'll try to find another source. So what they're saying is this: Gini Wijnaldum and Barcelona situation, it seems like it's moving to a closer corner. It seems like there is actually an agreement that is happening, and it could be announced later this hour or anytime that Gini Wijnaldum could be a Liverpool, could be a Barcelona could be a Barcelona new player. And can you accept that? No, we can't, but that's what is going to happen. But if that happens as well, then Liverpool are left with no chance but to go full force on Thiago Alcantara, which means that they have to pay the money that Dortmund have been asking for since. Because let me tell you about the rumors between Manchester United and Thiago Alcantara. If you didn't know this, Thiago Alcantara made it so clear that he wants to go play for Liverpool. That part we know. He made it so clear that he wants to go play for Liverpool. And was believed by all different sources that personal terms with the player and the club have been agreed. What was left was that Liverpool had to reach an agreement with who? With Bayern Munich. That's what is left for Thiago to be a Liverpool player. That's what is left. And now it comes few days back after Arsenal tried, Manchester City tried, Manchester United comes, but it was believed that it was a hoax. Nothing was happening because United were focusing on signing who? This new transfer of theirs, who they just signed in what's his name? Van der Beek. They were focusing on Van der Beek. That's the signing that they've been working so hard to get, and they've now got him now for 40 million euro. Yeah, I think it's 40 million euro price. Those are add-ons in the thing. So it means it was actually a giveaway price from Ajax, which is a good business for them. So they were thinking that if they get Thiago Alcantara, they would create the greatest strike force, the midfielder of all time, if I might say myself. But now this gives me to wonder now, because I heard that thinking of playing a diamond next season, that thinking of playing a diamond in the midfielder, which means that it will be, who can I say? If Thiago goes to United, they'll be saying Thiago. Then on the side they put Pogba, Bruno in the front. I think Bruno could be in the front. That part I believe he will be in the front. Then at the same time they put the De Jong on the other side. So that will be a diamond. Then there's two strike force. So it means that he eliminates the third striker into a diamond of midfielder. Then their strike force. That's what they're thinking of doing. But Thiago, what he did now is this: if United, you want me, the amount that he had agreed with the Liverpool rises a little bit higher now. That's what is believed, because United are complaining that the money that he is asking for is just, we can't start with that. So I heard this reminds me of the Sanchez deal, where United bought a player and gave him a lot of money because they wanted the striker in him, the player in him, and it didn't work out. So do you think United will actually make it if they sign Thiago Alcantara to their club, because the player is not interested in playing for the club? That is what we have discovered. He's not interested in playing for the club. He was attracted by Jurgen Klopp. That's the only reason he's leaving a treble winner club in Bayern Munich. He wants to go play under the project of Jurgen Klopp. So if he's going to go under the social project, then what he's going to do is this: he's going to demand more money. And he's going to demand more money. And if it's about money, that means that the heart of the player is not in there, or the things of the player is not there. In other words, what Thiago is just doing is just trying to tell United that he's not interested in going in there. But United are not willing to take a loss or whatever that is happening. So the fans and all the other United fans and everyone who's following these issues on YouTube or everywhere, that's still going under the same situation. The only person I'll agree with you guys that you should go listen to, who's a United fans who actually understand and who's saying the same things like I am saying right now, it's Terry. Go check Football with Terrence, or we just called Football Terrace. Listen to what he was saying. It actually makes sense, the thing that is saying that if this player is interested in this, then we cannot take him, because that doesn't work. We've tried that before. It doesn't work for United. So this, according to me, 100% eliminates United getting Thiago Alcantara to their club. So it's left with you, Liverpool. If the Gini Wijnaldum deal is done, then they have no choice but to go get Thiago Alcantara. That's what I think. They have no choice but to go get Thiago Alcantara. But in the same time, Guric is still in Liverpool. At the same time, Wilson is still in Liverpool. They are saying that the only way they're gonna part way with this midfielders is if a club comes and actually pay for them. Full time, like paying for them. That's the only time when they're gonna part away with this. So that's the situation we are having at Liverpool right now. And maybe because we have been told that talks are still continuing between Bayern Munich and Liverpool, and that's what we are being told to believe. That's what is happening according to the midfielder Thiago Alcantara. The other news that has been rising now, I've seen it many times for me to ignore it. I did try to cover it a little bit in the morning, if you watch the video that I did in the morning. So what is happening is this. It seems like the player who scored the brace to us when we were playing with the club, his name is, what's his name? Daka. I think it's Pedro Daka, who's in the Zambian, so he's actually close to home to where I am. So his name is Daka. They are saying this, Liverpool are being linked with him. Liverpool are being linked with 2 African players right now, who's Saha and Daka. All of them are front forward options, which they are going to offer something new that we want in the club. We don't know who are they going to go after, because for them to get Saha, I think they have to pay around, is it 40 million pounds? Then for them to get Daka, it's believed that maybe they will pay around 20 million pounds. But Liverpool, I believe that they want to lower the money down. And Daka is only 21 years old. And Saha, I think, is around there as well, 21, 22 years old. So these are exactly the age range.
6:00 p.m.
The age range that Liverpool goes after every time whenever they're buying a player, whenever they're interested in anybody. Those are the age range that they go after. So we have to wait and see what is going to happen. We actually have to wait and see what is going to happen with this. But Daka, I've seen him. That's saying that last season he shined away. But I don't think Liverpool will sign him well this time. I don't think they'll sign him today, like this transfer season. I don't see that happening. Well, if you want to find out more about it, I was watching the Enfield Agenda as well. You can go check it out. They were talking about it, that this could be a next season project for Klopp. Because Daka, okay, he did well. It was 1 season for him, so they want to see him under the 2nd season for the club that he's in, and they see that can they go after him. It seems like the other clubs who are actually putting their tabs on him as well. So because of how much we know that Red Bull Salzburg and Liverpool's relationship are so well in terms of their signature for Takumi Minamino and the other players who are in Liverpool, including Mohamed Salah, no, not Salah, including Sadio Mane and Naby Keita. There's just a relationship with the club. There's just too much history between the clubs. So that could actually favor Liverpool. But we have to wait and see what happens in terms of Daka, how he's going to develop and whatever that's going to happen with him, to actually start talking about any steps of wherever we're going to go in this situation. And one thing that I'm happy about as well, thank God the Sadio Mane and Barcelona movement is actually completely quiet this week. I haven't heard anything about it. If there's any news that you have heard, guys, let me know, because I haven't heard anything about it. Today this time we're just quiet. We're just focusing on what? On other player. And Gini one out the same like the one that is looking like it's going to make trailer. It's going to actually produce something in terms of Barcelona and being linked with that. And also they've got Coutinho back in Barcelona, so they actually have a proper team if you can come to look at it in a way. So let's see. I've actually covered a span of around 10 or 20 or 15 minutes or talking about my club Liverpool, which is what I love. I didn't do that for such a long time. So let's look on the other news if we have anything that we want to cover. Liverpool are among the trio Premier League clubs close keeping tab on Diego Carlos. So Diego Carlos, according to Marca, the Reds are eyeing on the central defender along with Manchester City and Manchester United. Carlos was a key part of Sevilla's Europa success last season, according to scoring the winning goal with the help of Romelu Lukaku in the final against Inter Milan. He joined the Spanish club in a 13 million deal from Nate last summer, but could go if Sevilla receive a big money bid. Carlos' release clause of 75 million euro, which is 66 million pounds, but interest partly would hope to negotiate a lower transfer for the 27-year-old Brazilian. That just destroys all the hopes that I had for this situation. You're wondering what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about the money. It's Corona time. I don't think Liverpool has enough to pay that to get Carlos. As much as Jurgen Klopp wants, is it not the same reason why we didn't get Timo Werner, that our teams, let me see, what can I say? Our bosses for Liverpool are not willing to spend money. They're not willing to spend money to actually get good players. They don't do that. So do you think this can actually come out to something? I don't see anything happening. I think in a way I might agree with this, something that I had 2 weeks back or a week back, that Jurgen Klopp has achieved a lot, that now FSG don't feel like he needs more money to improve his team. That's what I believe. That's what has happened. That he has achieved a lot. That the FSG think that they don't really need a lot of money for him to do. So if it's a 75 million euro or 66 million pounds, I don't see that one happening. And it's 27, for Christ's sake. I don't even see that one happening at all. Tell me your thoughts below. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Do you think this can something that can be plausible or something that can actually happen? I don't see that. My thoughts, 100%, I don't see this happening. Let me move on to other news that are involving Liverpool as well. Liverpool have been warned that they must make a signing this summer or they will not retain the Premier League title. So the Reds have yet to bring any new players in the window. Jurgen Klopp appears happy with this current squad, but talkSPORT's Jimmy Hara said that it's virtual that they make additions and they risk letting their rival catch up on them if they don't. It's been annoying. It's been annoying me that a lot of people have been saying they have got 196 points from the past 2 seasons. Yes, over the years, the best teams of Alex Ferguson, Wenger did it. They improved every season. They strengthened the squad. You can't expect those 11 players to win the league again and again by 20 points. The teams are going to catch up. The teams are going to catch up with them. You got to strengthen your team. I look at their squad from the bench. You have Divock Origi, Xherdan Shaqiri, Takumi Minamino. Liverpool starting 11 is world class, but a couple of injuries and all of the sudden you are thinking, are you the naive to think that other teams are not going to strengthen? Like expecting to, yes, I understand what he's saying. I can't see Liverpool going to do what they've done in the last 2 seasons. I think they will drop off a bit. As a player, you want competition because you got a better player around you and play in the same situation as you, like at the same stage as you play. I'm not saying these 11 players are down tools for Liverpool, but they need to test and they need to know every season who's going to be dominating. Okay. I have to say I agree with him. Reading to what he was saying, I 100% agree with him. Liverpool, from where we are right now to where we want to go, it will not work. We will not produce any results if we don't strengthen our player. Firstly, let's talk about the defense. Liverpool's defense has been the best for the past 2 seasons. But since coming from lockdown, it has been, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Since coming from lockdown, Liverpool defense has been the worst, if I might say so myself. it has been the worst. And if Liverpool don't improve on that, then what this guy is talking about, what's his name, James, it's true. If Liverpool don't improve on their defense, or at least somewhere in their strike force, cause also what has been going on with Salah? Salah, it's like he's lost or something. I don't understand what is happening. He's not performing to his high capabilities that we know Salah to be. You know, even though Salah has not been the one season wonder that everyone expected him to be, but he hasn't performed to his best since he last left Liverpool. He is since 2017-2018 season. Is it 2017-2018? Yeah, 2017-2018 season. He hasn't performed anything to that close like what he did in that season. That season he was amazing, where he finished with 34 goals? I think 34 goals for in one season in the Premier League. He was amazing. So we need at least maybe a Saha or maybe a Daka. I don't know, whoever you choose, but Saha, I feel like from Watford could be the best option for us. We need to do something on that side. We are really lacking a lot. We need to improve on that part, as well as our midfielder. Now it's getting tired. Our midfielder, we were being overpowered in some situation by Arsenal in the Community Shield. Yes, we are left with the last preseason game that we're playing maybe on Saturday. I think it's on Saturday. But we're being overpowered and we need to improve on that as well. Also, we need to look on the situation where we improve with defense. We lost Deja Lovren and we haven't found a replacement for him. In fact, we are hearing that the one that I thought could be a potential replacement for Lovren, who's not Phillips, I heard that he might be leaving Liverpool. So you see, there are a couple of players we need. I know the Andy Robertson situation, we did cover it. We need at least a forward. We need the midfielder, and the midfielder we already have one who's actually interested in coming to the club. At the same time, we need one defender. Then we are okay. I don't think we'll get Diego Carlos because of the money that the club is calling for. That I don't see it happening, but we have to wait and see whatever that happens. Barcelona paused to film up their interest in Jorginho Wijnaldum. Okay. Liverpool set to offload young centre-back Nat Phillips. This is what I was talking about. We are letting centre-back goes but no replacement. Liverpool could challenge Chelsea for Marcelo Brozovic. M's report. The Manchester United report that Manchester United are in to sign Thiago. Manchester United are set to start negotiating the signing of Thiago Alcantara, who is one of Liverpool's top summer transfer targets. Yeah, I think I've covered it. Then guys, don't miss out this game. It will be played around 3 p.m. If I'll be able to see the game, guys, I'll make sure that I do a watch along. It's on Saturday on the 5th of September. That's the last game before we go back to the Champions League. And I forgot to tell you this, guys, but it seems like Joe Matip, Jordan Anderson, Diva Origi, they are all back in the training. If you could check out some pictures that I was seeing on Twitter of the teams and the players training, it seems like things are moving on. So we should actually be proud of this. This is actually a good thing for us. Actually a good thing for us that at least some of our best players are back and they're actually training. The skipper, we needed him. The captain, if the captain is back, then it can put a good smile on my face. So that's the other news. Liverpool are interested in signing Red Bull Salzburg striker Paston Daka after playing against him during preseason. Paston Daka is an African, so 100% he's got my approval. I've seen him play, he's good. The 21-year-old scored 2 goals against the Reds in the preseason friendly in Austria last month. Oh, it's already last month. Oh, we're in September. Oh my God, time moves so fast. And it appears that Jurgen Klopp liked what he saw with Liverpool now's favorite favorites to sign the forward, according to reports in their native Zambia in Zambia. There are plenty of interest in Dhaka, with Manchester United, Arsenal also keen on bringing the talent ace to the Premier League, while Marseille, Lyon have been linked with interest. RSB Leipzig have also been linked with the move to transfer Dhaka over to the sister club. Remember, Red Bull Salzburg and the Red Bull Leipzig, they're just they're just the same clubs because they're under one brand or something like that, if I might say. So that's what is happening here. It's just a movement. It's just the same situation where Naby Keita moved from Red Bull Salzburg going to Leipzig before he came from Leipzig coming to Liverpool. Let me just say something. I feel like we have a good connection with the Red Bull clubs. I feel like we have a good connection as Liverpool with the Red Bull club. It might be Leipzig, it might be Salzburg. It doesn't matter. We have a good connection with this. And they are the ones who are giving us our African connection. I've always wanted to say that. That's where the idea of Africa Football Connect came from, African connection. But even though we have changed to the Football Connection, the Football Connect, we move with that one as well. So I hope people get a liking in the name and we can move on to next. So, but the Reds are apparently in pole position for the striker who scored 24 goals in 31 appearances for Leipzig last season. That will be good, especially players as a strike force will drop Firmino a little bit. And imagine when we have Thiago, he will actually go mental with scoring this youngster if he comes to Liverpool. Bayern Munich have confirmed the departure of Felipe Coutinho, where will the former red man be next time off? Will be off to next. Will he stay at Barcelona or see a return to the Premier League? Would you have him back at Anfield or under Jurgen Klopp? Oh my God, that's hard to answer. Liverpool are still working on a deal to lend Thiago Alcantara, latest claims report. That was yesterday, a day ago. Bayern Munich, Hansi Flick has already admitted that the Spaniard is definitely leaving the club this summer, right? And it's claimed that the German giants are convinced that Liverpool will make an official bid soon. This is according to online transfer guru. Yeah, this guy is a guru. Fabrizio Romano, I respect his name. Fabrizio Romano. I respect the information that comes from Romano every time. He never disappoints. Who says Jurgen Klopp is pushing to make the signing happen? The Italian journalist, who has also clarified that Manchester United have already made a contact with Thiago Alcantara, Thiago's agent, and there are no any talks over a possible move to Liverpool anchor rival. So you see, it's actually written there. Liverpool are still working to get Thiago Alcantara. Bayern Munich are now convinced that they will gonna receive a new bid from LFC soon. Klopp pushing again for Thiago. Manchester United only had contact with his agent at the moment. Nothing advanced between the clubs. That's #Liverpool, #Thiago. Gini Wijnaldum had not agreed their contract to join Barcelona, according to reports within Anfield itself. Reports from Spain on Wednesday that the Dutchman has already agreed personal terms over a move to the Camp Nou. Ronald Koeman is keen. It has been claimed that the club are in talks over an 18 million transfer for the midfielder, but those claims have been rubbish. And Neil Jones is one who was saying all the situation, guys. So that's what is happening at the moment. We have to wait and see whatever that changes. But at the moment, that's where we stand. I've covered as much as I can. And Liverpool yesterday were linked with the Celtic defender, Christopher, but I haven't heard anything about that as well. So, in terms of all that I can actually go through so that I let you know, guys, on whatever that is happening with the club. Let me go back now on the transfer in its, like, the whole transfer, just to find out what is happening in terms of the transfers that are happening, so that we have an idea to where we are moving next and what is happening next. Don't you think we need to do that? I think we need to do that. Let me hear your comments. I want to see your comments. I see that you are linking in, you are not liking. I want you to subscribe to the page, to the channel. I want you to like the video. I want you to leave your comments down in the video, and I want you to share this to all people who will be interested in watching football in your social media, so that you develop a fan page of people who are interested in to listen to every transfer that happens. And the Football Connect always make sure that you get everything you are looking for, and we always deliver. I've always said that before, and I keep saying it again. I always deliver whatever I want to do, whatever that I have to deliver. So do that as much as you can, do that as fast as you can, because it will help us a lot, and also it will help you a lot, because you know that I always give you every rumor that is out there, and expose if there are any rubbish website talking about crazy stuff. We need to do that, because some people just say things. Okay, let's move on. So this was the news. Manchester City should invest. Wait. Manchester City should invest the 700 million, which is in US dollars, which is 930 million US dollars. They have reportedly put aside for Lionel Messi in the area, says Danny Mills, who says the citizens' funds could be used to snap Robert Lewandowski, Virgil van Dijk, Kylian Mbappe. The former Blues Mills told talkSPORT, when you talk about rebuilding football teams, the 700 million in 2 years' time is going to be it's going to be pretty much worthless. You are not going to be getting it back from him, even if he goes to China or MSL. That's true. United City need to use their brand there. Just don't be excited of getting the best player in the world, who is actually passing his greatness. And even as we look at the situation, he has already done as much as he can, and is actually moving on to a point where he's about to call it a quit in football anyway, because he's now 33-year-old. So to spend that amount on a 33-year-old man, it's unheard of, guys. It's unheard of. I don't know what to say, but just say it's unheard of, because I don't even know how I can actually explain or put that into words. So let me hear whatever you think on the situation. Let me cover all the information that we have in the transfers in the last maybe 20 minutes or something before I call it a good night. So transfer rumors. United monitoring Regalion. So Goals takes a look at the biggest transfer news. So that's just they are in ways what they always do. Okay, Messi's father and agent hints on Barca stay. Oh my God! So Messi. Okay, before we go any further, let's talk about the situation like Messi, the Messi situation. Messi's father met up with the Barcelona board. Is it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, and they had some interesting talks, which seems like they didn't go anywhere, because nothing actually happened from the talks, and we moved on from then. And now reports are saying that he's hinting that the sun is going nowhere. That's what he's hinting, that it seems like the sun is actually going nowhere. So let's find out what happened exactly. I was just saying, let me cover that so that I explain what has been happening. Hey, these transfers are being so interesting that we can't even move away from this situation. So again, Chelsea declined Pulisic and Jorginho swap. Chelsea rejects to sign Maralina Punic from Juventus as part of swap deal for Jorginho, according to Italy international agent Joao Santos. I need to get these people under my wing so that I can see information that they give. Jorginho has been strongly linked with the return to Serie A with the champions Juventus during Maurizio Sarri's time in charge. Juve replaced Sarri with the Andre Pirlo, which is one of the interesting transfers that happened this season. We have to wait and see what happens in terms of the managerial situation. Okay, I was just covering that so that I get that out of the way. So Pirlo last month when it happened, and they have signed Arturo from Barcelona. However, Punic is heading to the opposite way, which is Barcelona. So how can they try to use Chelsea when he's going to Barcelona? I remember this was part of the deal between Barcelona and this one. Punic is going to Barcelona this season, isn't it? So what is happening here? Or maybe this was supposed to happen before the situation that they wanted to use Jorginho as part of the deal so that they swap with Punic to go to Chelsea. But Chelsea rejected that because Chelsea had another idea in the mind. They wanted to sell different players like Hakim Ziyech, players like Timo Werner, players like Kai Havertz, players like, yeah, that's the front players of the players who have been signed, the front part of Chelsea that they've signed new players. So what would be the reason for them to actually go after Punic, an old man who's about to retire, to take him out of a Jorginho who's still even fresh, even though the game time at Chelsea will be very nearly to none, but at least they can get something or someone out of the Jorginho. That's what I think, and we have to wait and see whatever that is going to happen in the situation. Let's move on. Arsenal eyeing up on Felipe Anderson. So Felipe Anderson is a West Ham United midfielder. If I am clearly, yeah, he is. Arsenal considering an approach for West Ham midfielder Felipe Anderson, according to Football Insider. The Brazilian has fallen out of favor under David Moyes, but could be offered a clean Premier League in the North London. Felipe Anderson. Whenever I think of Felipe Anderson, I remember the game against Manchester United where he scored a goal, which the game made a mess out of it when the West Ham beat Manchester United. Was it 3 goals to... I think it was 3 goals. I'm not really sure it was 3 goals to what. But those were the Mourinho times, if I remember so well. They were the Mourinho times. But at the same time, I don't think that the player is a bad player. I don't see him as a bad player. I don't believe that he deserves to not get a chance to any of the bigger clubs. I feel like he has more to offer to the club, and he can actually do more for the club if he actually goes to Arsenal. So if the Arsenal coach in Arteta feels like the player can offer more for the club, then what is stopping him from getting the player? I feel like he can get done with this transfer and actually move on and actually get something to do with the situation. So we have to keep an eye on whatever that changes. But if he goes to Arsenal, I feel like it will be so good for him, and he will actually do as much as he can, and he actually achieve more to the team. So let's just keep watch and see what happens, guys, because that will be a good signing for both the club and who else as well, for both the club and the player, because he has fallen out of favor with the current manager toward the Hammers, who's David Moyes. Yeah. Manchester United aren't desperate for Sancho, they need a Kane. Oh wow. I had to drink water for this. Manchester United, they have no sorry guys, they have no desperate need for Sancho, says Gary Neville. I think I need to do this. I'm gonna do that in the next video where I need to add something there. I'll do that. You'll see tomorrow or later today. You'll see something that I'm gonna do. So Gary Neville is saying this. The Red Devil legend is saying on his option that he has proven that the striker, such a Hurricane, would be a better fit among the five edition he thinks Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still needs in the squad. Sky Sports told Gary Neville told Sky Sports, yes, Sancho may fit in the bill, but not set here at United. The fan thinking I desperately want him. I could be any number or any player that becomes available that would improve United. So in other words, what is just saying that United need a goal poacher, a player who whenever he is face to face with a goal, it's definitely a goal. No matter we like it or not, it's definitely a goal. That's what it's saying, that United, they don't really need what, but they need a player who whenever he gets the chance, he scores a goal. That's what he's just saying. He's just definitely saying. So we have to wait and see whatever that happens, and we'll keep you updated with any changes that happens in the situation. But he gave his verdict, as everyone is doing these days. We'll wait and see whatever that happens. So there's new news from Liverpool. Liverpool rule out Wilson loan. Liverpool will not be sending Harry Wilson out on another loan, on another short-term loan, reports Liverpool Echo. The Reds have made it clear to any suitors of Wales international midfielder that they will need to spend in order to put a permanent agreement in place. So any team that wants Harry Wilson in their club, they have to pay Liverpool to get the player. Liverpool are not going to play around in the situation of just giving the player on short loans. That has come to an end. If he's not going to be bought on loan on a permanent basis, he's going to stay at the club and he's going to fight for his jersey and he has to play in the club. That's what Jurgen Klopp is just basically saying. So I want to hear your thoughts on the situation. Do you think that will actually happen though? I want to hear it. Put it down there. Let me hear all your thoughts and whatever you think is going to happen. But we'll wait and see. We'll keep you updated with the situation as it develops, because we always do. Okay, Sergio Ramos reacts to Messi's exit possibilities. Ramos consider Patek. Roma consider. Oh, they actually plays a video, so I won't find out what Ramos was actually saying. But I know that he wants Messi to stay. But at the same time, he said something that I took very seriously, that he said Messi has earned the right to actually choose his future next. He has earned the right to choose where he wants to be next in his future, because he has been doing so well for the club and wherever he has been. So that's what I believe. He has earned the right to actually move. So we'll see what Barcelona and the father, who's the agent, decide. But with the new news that we're hearing, that he's seeing that Messi might stay, we have to wait and see whatever that happens. Okay. Guys, don't forget to put on the comments below whatever you think that you want to cover, whatever you want to say in terms of these transfers and whatever that is happening in this transfer. So Roma considering Patrick as Dzeko replacement. Roma are considering for hire Patrick, as Eden Dzeko's future remain uncertain and undergoes, according to Gazette dello Sport, which is in Rome, I think. AZ Berlin are apparently open to sell for a fee in the region of around 25 million euro or 22 or 30 million US dollars. Roma could make their move for the player who is familiar with Syria for his time at AC Milan. So we have to wait and see on this. Lionel Messi's agent hint at Barca stay. Could Argentina be staying put after all? Lionel Messi's father and agent Joe has hinted a comparison between being reached at Barcelona, which allows his son to remain at Camp Nou until 2021 summer. Jose Messi has told him mid-set that talks with Barcelona on Wednesday went well, with there still a chance for an agreement that could be reached, which allows everyone to remain in the current surroundings. Quasi that whether the sixth Ballon d'Or winner remains with the background until end of his current contract, which is 2021. Jose Messi replied with a yes. So this is interesting. This is actually interesting to exactly to the Manchester City fans who were excited about Lionel Messi coming to their club. There's a hint that he might stay at the club. He might not go away from Barcelona after all. That's what we are being led to believe. Let me hear your thoughts. What you think? Do you think he's going to stay at Barcelona though? After all this havoc and after all this noise that we've been hearing for the past season that he might be leaving, can he actually stay put? That is to be something that we have to wait and see after all. But that's the situation we're being told, guys, and we always cover what we get, the rumors whenever they come. This was his agent, somebody who's so close, and at the same time the agent is the father. So tell me, maybe Messi might be staying after all. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think that it's actually a good idea that he's staying? It's interesting how this transfer window is changing now. Okay, Real Madrid left back future. Then Manchester United are monitoring Regalion. Real Madrid's left back's future remains unclear. Manchester United are keeping tabs on Sergio Regalion situation at Real Madrid with a view to make a move for the left back. The Manchester United Evening News reports the 23-year-old who has been on loan with Sevilla is being checked by United's recruitment department headed by Chief Technique Scott Court, I think. Spurs target a very struggle to offload Uriah. Okay, Tottenham are keen on a striker, although their transfer plans are being held back by the lack of interest in the right back Serge Uriah, the Evening Standard reports. Jose Mourinho wants to offload former Paris Saint-Germain left back Uriah following the signing of Marty Doketed from Wolves. The North Londoners are struggling to find a buyer willing to pay their asking price. Indeed, the Portuguese wants to add a few players on his squad ahead of 2020-2021 season, with George Kings and Don New have all been offered to the club. Okay, we read this story. We're just gonna pass it. Chelsea told Mendy's asking price. So Chelsea have been informed that it will cost them around 130. It will cost them 30 million or 40 million to prize Edson Mendy from Rennes. The team will need to spend big on a high-rated keeper if they want him to replace Kepa Arabagaland. I think that's what it's called. I have a problem with his name. At Stamford Bridge. Rakitic welcomed. So there's a story where Rakitic was being welcomed. White's replacement, whatever that is happening. So there was some news that I saw on Twitter some minutes back. I don't know if it's still there. Okay. So Swansea manager Steve Cook, Ryan Brewster with Liverpool now. If Ryan was available, then of course will be in the mix. But I don't think that is the case at the moment. So I think it's talking about their next season, how it will look like according to whatever they are fighting to achieve. This was Sergio Mane training. I want to show you the players that I was talking about who are back in training as well, guys. So this is according to whatever they were working upon so that they can actually return. What was I talking about? Okay, they're talking about them actually having a chance to fight for position 1 or to go to the Premier League, almost because they were close to coming there, but they failed to win in the preseason. So that's saying that if they had Ryan Brewster, they would be talking about they're still in the mix of coming back in the Premier League, either by championship or actually by winning the league. But at the moment, he's with the Liverpool right now, so they can't say anything because they don't have the player in their belts. So we'll wait and see whatever that happens there. But that's the situation that is there at hand at the moment, guys. It seems like Swansea are calling again that they need Brewster, but do you see that happening? I don't think that is happening anytime soon. So we'll have to wait and see on the developments, and we'll keep you updated. Please don't forget to click like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe, because I've been talking about, now it's almost an hour in 2 minutes time, or in 1 minute time. So for about an hour now, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to show your appreciation, sharing this on your social media platforms. I've covered a lot of stories: Liverpool, Manchester City, and United, and whatever that is happening, their transfers that are being linked with at the moment. So please do that. It helps the page a lot, and it helps us a lot as we move on to wherever we are going next. So let me see if there's anything that I've left out before I call this bye-bye. So I wanted to show you, there's a game that is going to be played on Saturday, guys, which is Liverpool versus Blackpool. So there's Sergio Mane in training. There's the Enfield. Oh my god, that is just amazing. Look at this, guys. Wow. Amazing. So like I was telling you, Henderson is back. There's Salah. Henderson is back. He's now back in training today, and you can see the latest photo that there. Alisson Becker. You see that there's Henderson, there's Joe Matip over here, there's Diva Oric here. So I can actually tell that Liverpool are now back, guys. We have actually people who can actually fight, and we can see something that can happen. But before I go out, we were okay. Let's see. 7 minutes ago, Sky Sports are saying that Thiago Alcantara in, Jorginho Ronaldo out, the possible midfielder shake-up in store at Liverpool. So these are the issue or situation that are happening right now. Do you see Gini Ronaldo moving to Liverpool, to Barcelona this window? We have to wait and see on that one. I don't even know. Then John van der Beek doing this an emotional thing to his best friend. What a way to kick up UEFA national team action today. Oh, this is the game that I'm talking about, the Germany, which is going to be played very soon. And Chelsea and the new keeper, this is the Edison Mendy that they want, who's costing around 40 million US dollars. I think it's around 30 million euro or something like that. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo takes the top spot of Lionel Messi by 1 million according to Forbes, or in terms of the money that the players has. The game England will be playing tomorrow. Remember that, guys. Watch it on watch along as well, because I love England. I have always loved England. West Ham. There are 3 clubs that are battling to sign West Ham winger Gary Danny West Brom leading the race. Gareth Bale thinking of coming back to Premier League according to Times. He did say that on Sky Sports. I did watch that. Thiago Alcantara coming to Liverpool. We hope that something like that can happen. So I think I've covered as much as I had to, guys. I have covered all the things that I had to, guys, and we have talked for about an hour, looking at all the possibilities of whatever that might happen in the Liverpool changes and everything that might change from now on to wherever we'll be going, and all the things that has been happening, guys. And I can tell you that for the day I've done justice to the transfer news, and I hope that you guys, you share this video to all the social media platforms where you know that there's a football fan there, like I'm going to be doing after this. I'm going to be sharing this to the Football Connect pay group that is in WhatsApp. At the same time, I'll be sharing this to my Facebook. This is my account, guys. This is, like I was saying, this is my account on Twitter. You can check it out. Like, it's called Sam. That's my name, Sam, as you can see. This is my account. You see the Messi situation, the Gareth Bale one that I did today, and some jokes that people are saying that Lionel Messi providing assist for Aguero in Manchester City next season, and all the things that comes, all the transfer news, I'm putting them there, guys. So do me a favor, guys, by going there and liking that account of mine on Twitter. At the same time, going to like the Football Connect group that is there on Facebook, and also don't forget to click subscribe and like this video, because I do videos like this each and every day. So we'll meet again very soon. I've been talking for such a long time. I don't know that I'm gonna be doing soon a watch along for the games that are about to come. So it's gonna be an interesting day for me, guys. So please, for the much effort that I'm putting all these things, guys, please show your appreciation, guys, by liking the video and subscribing to the channel to help us, and commenting like what Mr. Mubin always does every time whenever he's on this live stream, and putting the like. I'm 100% sure that that like that we have there came from Mr. Mubin. So please, you do the same, guys. Help us to grow this page. Let us grow from all we are coming from, where we are to where we are now, guys. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you very soon on the game that will be played around 8 on my time. Right now it's 6:40, so let me just say after an hour we'll be doing another game. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. And thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to meet you again on another video. This has been Sen talking to you, and you have been the fans, and my salute goes to you.